Hi, I'm Tim Carter from AskTheBuilder.com. Today is October 12th, 2010, and I want to show you the results of the deck stain test that I started to do on April 30th of this year. And I'm wearing my favorite shirt that I use in the fall to honor Mother Nature and the great light show that she puts on for us here in Color Show with all the fall trees. I think you'll admit that this shirt here absolutely is not going to really match what Mother Nature does, and I'll give you a look at that. Hopefully you can see some of the color here. We're in peak color right now. The trees next to my house, brilliant shades of orange and yellow. There's a little bit of red here and there. A lot of the red seems to be farther away from the lake. Some of the swamp maples turn this brilliant crimson red, but we don't have any of those right here at the shoreline. Oh, farther down there, just to the right of the beach, I can see a red tree. And of course, farther out, absolutely there's a lot of red, but pretty far away for you to see. It's a gorgeous day here on Lake Winnisquam in central New Hampshire. Let's go ahead now and look down at the dock and see what happened in our test. So look at this. Here's our first stain. This is Extreme Defy in cedar tone. It looks just as good as the day I installed it, in my opinion. It still repels water. There's no mold or mildew. And of course, immediately next to it, this is the Extreme Defy in clear, and in my opinion, it's failed the color test. The boards are gray. They're just as gray as the ones adjacent to it that were not cleaned. And it still repels water, so that's a good thing, but as far as color, it's pretty bad. Immediately next to it, and I apologize for that shadow line, this is Sherwin-Williams Deckscapes in clear. Same thing, it's failed, it's very gray, it looks just about as gray as the boards adjacent to it, but it still repels water. Finally, this last section, and once again I apologize for that dark shadow. The sun is, it's just at the wrong angle. But this singular board here, it was cleaned, no stain, no sealer was applied, so it was the control. This is what wood would look like if you did nothing to it, so that you can see, since these had, a sealer put on the clear that was supposed to protect them from the sun, they just didn't work that well. So here's the bottom line. If you're going to put a deck sealer or stain on, I think the test is pretty conclusive. If you want it to look good for at least a year or longer, you're going to have to buy one that has a color in it that's pigmented. Those color pigments really do a fantastic job, like a sunscreen, to help protect the wood from turning gray. And I'm going to do an extensive test next spring of different name brand deck sealers. We'll do many of them. We'll do it identically to this test here, and we're going to see how they turn out after 6 months. So stay tuned for that video next year. I'm Tim Carter for AskTheBuilder.com. If you want to discover more home improvement tips, go to AskTheBuilder.com.